guys, welcome back. So in today's video, I wanted to review for you some makeup brushes that I got off of Amazon. It's a 5-piece set. It's by the brand Boyon, B-O-Y-O-N. It is called Boyon Makeup Brush Set, 5 pieces, cosmetic brushes kit, foundation blusher with travel pouch. So that's the full name of it. I will link it below. I have joined Amazon Review Trader, and so what that is basically like you can purchase products from Amazon that the company will be seeking reviews and they want somebody to review their products, and you get to purchase it for a discounted price. You basically create your little profile through Amazon Review Trader, and then you go out and you kind of like bid things. So they'll say like, this item is normally $20, we'll sell it to you for $10 if you like review the product. So you apply, kind of like you tell the brand you're interested in reviewing it. They check out your profile. I don't even know what they're checking for because honestly, I signed up using Ben's Amazon, and so they weren't looking at like makeup purchases in my purchase history or anything. So I don't think it matters. I don't know why they make you like apply. It's not like you can just say buy now. It's like there's a process. You have to wait for them to approve it. I don't know. Maybe they're picky about who they let review products on certain things. I'm not sure, but maybe they're looking for certain demographics to review it, or I don't know. But anyway, this set came with 5 brushes, and they are all dual-ended, so it's kind of like getting 10 brushes. And it says it's a face and blusher set, and it's normally $15.50. I paid like $5.90 for the brushes, so that's why I really wanted to get on here. $15.50 for 10 brushes, well, 5 double-ended, 10 brushes, is a really good price. So I wanted to put them to the test. Of course, they're all synthetic. They're very plasticky, so I was kind of skeptical that they were going to be good brushes, but I guess I will show you each of them now and show you how they came to me and tell you a little bit about them. I have used them, and then I have washed some of them because I wanted to make sure that they washed okay and that like they didn't lose hair during the washing cycle and that they dried in a good shape. Those are kind of things that are really important, and they kind of are hit and miss with cheap brushes. So let's get into it. So this is the pouch that they came in to me in just like a padded envelope. Like I said, it's $15.50. I paid $5.90. I'm just going to review it. You don't have to give a positive review. You just have to tell how you like it and review it on Amazon. So it comes with a little pouch thingy, and you undo it. And then in here, actually, you will find actually a zipper pouch. So this could be useful for transporting other products, like other brushes that you need to go with this. Maybe when you're traveling, if these brushes aren't quite all you need, maybe you need a couple more, you could probably stick them in this pouch. The pouch, however, is not that big. So here's a brush from It Cosmetics. It wouldn't fit in here. Here's my Real Techniques brush. That would fit. So I guess it depends. This is my Sigma E40 tapered blending brush. That is way too long. So just kind of something to note. I personally would rather have the pouch and not use it than to not have the option of having the pouch. So that's cool. Alright, so here are the 5 brushes as they come to you. They do fall if I stand it up. They like start falling out of their little pouch, their little hole. But let's just get into it. The first one is like a paddle foundation brush. And they are made of, I did use this side and then I washed it. So it's white. They're white with black ends. And then they're very synthetic, very plasticky almost. So this one you can see I have used. It has like foundation on it, but the other side is clean. I wanted to show you that I have tried them. I did use them. I wanted to, you know, make that clear. They did wash clean very well. They didn't shed. Even as I do this, no hair is coming out, or none of the synthetic pieces are coming out. They are nice and fluffy. They smelled like paint when I first got them, I will say that. But a lot of brushes smell weird when you first get them because they are synthetic. You just have to give them a good washing first. I do like the handles. They are rather short though, so if you are somebody that needs to use a brush from far away to get a very nice light application, it's kind of hard to get very far away when you only have a couple of inches. But as far as standard brush sizes go, this is one of my largest brushes, the It Cosmetics Heavenly Luxe Radiance Wand, and that's way bigger, but it's bigger than one of the Real Techniques brushes. So I hope that's helpful for you. That's the Sigma E40 taper blending brush. Okay, So the paddle brush for the foundation went on pretty well. I still don't like these. Just a personal preference thing. I prefer a kabuki or even the Beauty Blender over this kind of paddle brush. It did leave some streaking in my skin, but I feel that that's the same with all paddle brushes. I've never been a fan of them. I used this side actually because it's the largest brush in the set. I used this for blush. And it's a paddle brush. It's very flat. So it's tapered at the end. It's not exactly a blush brush, but I just kind of like patted it on and it did okay. But the problem that I see with this set is if it claims to be like a face set, you don't get a fluffy brush in any department, any area of the face. You're not going to get a fluffy brush to blend out. You're not going to get a fluffy eyeshadow brush to blend anything out. You don't get a bronzer brush. You don't get anything fluffy. All of these are flat. So that's great, but it's kind of not very dynamic, or you're not going to get a whole variety of looks if you don't have any blending brushes. This cannot stand alone in my eyes. Even if I wanted to take this on a travel set, the brushes themselves seem to be pretty good quality. But even if I wanted to just take this on a set, on a trip or something, I would still need to grab my foundation brush, my blush brush, a blending brush for my eyeshadow, a brush to set my under eye concealer. Like, this set is only like half of what I would need to travel with, and I think that with the appropriate 5 brushes, you really can travel with just 5 brushes done well. If you choose the good 5 brushes that are going to take you a long way. These 5 or 10, or however you want to think about it, don't do it for me. They don't help me do a full face, but I'll just continue. So you get your brush. This one I use for blush. This one is for foundation. You could do it either way. Then the second one is a slightly smaller brush. This could be like for concealer. And the other end is a flat brush you could use for concealer. For me, I use the skinny end to actually apply the concealer. And then I use the fatter end to kind of like blend it out. And then I use the flatter end again to pat it with powder to set my under eye concealer. So that's what I use these 4 of the 10 for. You're also getting an angled eyeshadow brush. Now these brushes are much shorter. This is the Sigma brush. So they're very tiny. Great for travel if that's what you're looking for. But for me, I like a little bit more distance so I can really, you know, get farther away and do a light application, but it works just fine. So what you have is an angled shadow brush that again is flat. It works okay. I don't understand why they would do an angled one and not a standard one, but that's alright. I used it for my crease, but then again I had to incorporate a blending brush to blend out the color. And then they give you this tiny little, almost like a pencil brush. And so with this one, it's a little bit more rounded, but it comes to a point. And so I use that for the outer V area. Again, I had to pull in a blending brush. And then the last 2, this one is like a brush you could use for your brows. It's not angled, so I wouldn't use it for liner or anything. It's not sharp, but it's kind of pointed. This one is sort of pointy / rounded. Like you could use this for your brows or for lips, or cleaning up around your lips, something like that. The other end is like a flat definer brush. This is a very blunt, sharp, flat edge, which this one you could use for eyeliner. I like this kind of shape to do my lower lash line because it's just that perfect flat line that you're going to define the lower lash line with. This one in particular was useful, and I will probably use this in my regular rotation with my brushes. The other ones, maybe. Okay, now this one is another angled brush that is flat. So I'm not sure why they gave you 2, but this one is a little bit thinner, so you could use it for liner or for brows. It could be very useful. And then the other side is more of a lip brush. I say that because this one isn't stiff. This one has a little bit more movement to it. And so I feel like it would be best used for like cream products or liquid where you want them to move around. If you're trying to do something that you wanted to keep really precise, the brush is just a little too loosey-goosey for that. But like one of my major complaints would be like, why do you give me 2 angled flat brushes and instead of giving me a fluffy brush? Now, if the point of these brushes, you know, if in this review is to say if they are good quality or not, yes, they are pretty good. But if the point is to see how they're going to fit into your makeup collection, I feel like there are better brush sets on Amazon. I really like Jessup, Jessup. They sell them on eBay, and you can get some really great sets off there. I mean, It Cosmetics is like 5 times the price, but they're really good too. And even e.l.f. e.l.f. makes some great brushes and brush sets for a good price. You can also find crown brushes on Hotlook. I think that the brushes are good quality. I think they'd be good for traveling. I think the pouch is handy, and if you have smaller brushes that you want to travel with, you could put them in the zipper area. But like I said, they're not standalone. They're not enough for me to do a full face. So that is my review. I hope you guys found this helpful. If you want to check it out, I will leave it below. Again, it's $15 for these brushes, and then you can purchase them if you're going to be an Amazon reviewer. You can purchase them for $5.90. So if you're needing to bulk up your brush collection, your brush repertoire, if you will, these are a really good set to add more to your collection. If you need like a flat definer brush, if you want a paddle brush, if you want a concealer brush, these are good. But like I said, they're not enough for me to really do a full face. I would need like another 5-piece set that was full of fluffy brushes, and then I might consider, you know, a kabuki and a few fluffy brushes for eyeshadow and cheek products. Hope you guys found this review helpful. Don't forget to enter my 1,000 subscriber giveaway. That is open until August 29th. And thanks for watching. Bye.